People ask me, Sifu, I was looking at this video online. I was looking at it on YouTube, and it looked great. Is this right? Is this what we're learning? Should I implement this into my training? And you know, this is one of the most prominent questions I get. For the most part, and I'd say 90% of the time, the answer is no. This is not applicable to your training. This is not applicable to your development, and it has nothing to do with what we're doing. That's the reality of it. I don't know many of these people online. I don't trust many of these people online. The reality is, if I were to touch hands with them, I'd completely dominate them, and they don't offer anything. Now, I know when I say that to people, they think, "Oh man, you have such a big ego." No, I do not. If you know me, I have I'm one of the most humble, sincere, honest people there is. But it's the sincerity and honesty that I have to say that, yeah. So I've met plenty of, Sifus, and they just are not very good. And here's my opinion of it. You can think what you will of me. Here's what I think of me. I don't think that I'm very good. I just think most people are much lower level. And I'm talking about 90% of the people of the Wing Chun Sifus out there. I'm not talking about practitioners. I'm talking about Sifus, those that are actually teaching. 90%, if not more. I've touched hands with many over my 25 year journey here in Wing Chun. I started in 95 and summer of 95. So, no. So the things that people are showing online, for the most part, have nothing to do with what's going to make you good. And my number one goal for my students is to make them good, is to have them understand exactly what it takes to make Wing Chun practical, applicable, and to be able to defend yourself against all kinds of threats. And I'm talking about, yes, modern day MMA threats, those that are trying to take you down, those that are maybe kickboxing with you or trying to keep you long, but as well as the street thug that is trying to come at you very committed and trying to hurt you too. So I'm talking about all these different threats. Wing Chun, make no mistake here, Wing Chun is capable of defending against all of these type of threats. Not everyone is capable of that, okay? Because Wing Chun looks to change you on 3 levels: mental, physical, and emotional. Some people are locked up in one of those areas, or a couple of those areas, generally those areas all, in the end, come together. So as you change yourself on one level, it starts to permeate into another level. If you change yourself on an emotional level, then it permeates into the physical and the mental, and vice versa, all these different things. But point is, back to the YouTube, for the most part, if you're learning from a teacher, from me or from any teacher, and you really trust in them, and you really feel as though they're good and they can help you, don't try too much. I'm not saying there's not exceptions to this, but I'm saying for the most part, 90% of what is out there will just harm you and harm your progress. I realize we want to take as much as we can from as many sources as possible. But you've got to know your path, and you have to submit to the path. This has to do with ego. Get out of your ego, submit to the path that you're on, get out of your pride and your ego, and submit to it. Submit to what you're doing. Trust in it. Only then, once you trust in that path, are you truly going to get good. If your pride or your ego is beyond what your teacher is trying to help you with, you're going to have a limit. You're going to have quite a limitation. And I found that with many students, and it all comes down to ego and pride. So hopefully this has helped you. Hopefully you can understand where I'm coming from. There's a lot more questions to this, obviously, that you might have. Ask me. Ask me here below in the comments. Email me at dragonince.com. I just want to help. I've been doing this for, like I said, going on 25 years coming up this summer, and I battle with my own ego. We all do, with our own ego and pride, but that is exactly what keeps us from the honesty, from the simplicity that Wing Chun is meant to take us to, so, and help us with that honesty. So, all right, guys, thank you much.